everyone. Welcome to Swimming with Whales, a show about family, real estate, and financial freedom. We all see individuals, companies, operators that are really able to excel with their plan. Well, that's what makes them whales. I've been living around these whales for close to 30 years. That's right. Being in real estate gives you an inner scope to what investors are doing, what companies are doing, what operators are doing. Our mission is to help you achieve your mission. Whether your mission is to purchase a property, to be able to help an investor with a property, to be able to analyze a property, whether it's just to get a loan, whether it's to be able to donate the proper amount that you want to as a company. Have you heard of Mad Money, Jim Cramer? I'm going to give you mad energy when it comes to investing. So there's a really cool article that I read by a very known circulating publishing house, Trek. And they came up with an article that says CRE fundraising and returns dominated by multifamily and residential. And they're pretty much saying that multifamily is remaining the preferred CRE fundraising asset class, capturing almost 65%. 13% goes to retail, 6% goes to CRE. Why? Why is the majority of money that's being raised going into multifamily? I'll tell you why. The reason is multifamily is the easiest next step for you as an investor to evolve into. It goes into a duplex, a triplex, 4 units, or 6 units and above, of course. And those investors that really excel in that space buy potentially even 40-unit complexes, 100-unit complexes. But at the end of the day, multifamily is not the space that it's the best to invest your capital in. Why? Because you have a lot of residential laws, especially in California and other states, that restrict the investor from actually receiving what they should on their asset. You have a lot of things that prevent from you to actually receive your net profit. I really think that all investors, whenever you think of doing the best with your capital, it's important that you do your due diligence, you do your research, and you look into other ways of investing. Just because multifamily is the comfortable asset class to go into, just because the majority of groups are raising money towards multifamily, and yes, there's a lot of demand that's needed in housing, that doesn't mean you have to be that landlord. That doesn't mean you have to be that investor that's dealing with a problematic asset class. That's really what multifamily is. It's a problematic asset class. I could compare it pretty much to the diet that we eat. I don't know, how many of you have followed the fact that for the last 70, 80 years, we've been told what to eat. And for the most part, it's been not the healthiest. So we have to think outside the box. What's really good for us and what's going to be beneficial for us long term? You have to look at your capital, your money the same way. What other asset classes can provide to you, the investor, value add, stability, and net profits with no turbulence? And remember, anything that has anything to do with residential, by default, is going to be cyclical because residential is cyclical. So you want to really focus on where else can you invest your money and optimize what you're receiving on your capital. So have you heard of the Warren Buffett plan? Now, do you have to have millions or more in order to follow the Warren Buffett plan? Hell no. No. All you need to do is just simply figure out where is your capital sitting and how is it being managed and what is the upside. And are you in it for the long term? Are you in it for the short term? And of course, do your due diligence on again the collateral. What is the money backed by? So The most important thing that I really want you guys to take away, whether you're making your daily, hourly, monthly, skillful job in investments, or whether it's construction, plumbing, electrician, dentist, attorney, it doesn't matter. You still have to invest your money. So, what I want to really bring out of you is the wake up call. We want to be the company, money management, that is able to complement your needs. If you are looking to purchase a property, then you can potentially joint venture with us. If you are looking to analyze a property, you can call me up, send us a message, share some information, and we'll give you a transparent opinion. And if we can't help you, we'll say who can. The most important thing is that you're able to see transparency in the space of investing. And even more important than that, I don't know how many of you have seen the movie Jerry Maguire, where they're talking about the Quan and show me the money. Guess what? That's what the show is all about. It's about showing you the money and showing you the Quan. So, how did I arrive here? Was it because I started my first job at the age of 12? Was it because I bought my first home at the age of 21? Or was it because I was lucky enough to just randomly retire here at the age of 33? I'll tell you what happened. Have you heard of Jim Cramer, Mad Money? Did you know that he slept in his car for 6 months? He was paying for fuel, food, and his savings account, his fund that over 30 years he was sending money to monthly. Save, save, save. That's how I got here. Being frugal, making sure that whatever we spend our money on is where it should go, and starting my saving career early on. So, if there's anything that you take away from our podcast, our documentary, our show, it's really to save and then implement your capital, implement your money. Jim Cramer started out as a trader, right? It was all deals, deals, deals. I want it now. Now, if you listen to him, it's all long term. I've always been long term, but you have to make your money short term. So you have to know the market continuously and the space that you're in and the guidelines. And that's why it's important for you to educate yourself, whether you're listening to individuals like me that are being transparent with their process, Kevin O'Leary, other individuals that are willing to share what should be free. It's crazy to me that some companies charge money for free information. We should be able to have that information and do with it so we can achieve our goals. So, what's really the main ingredient in the main fluid in achieving our goals? It's balance. It's balance. I mean, you need to be a yogi mind type of an investor. You need to be calculated and ready to execute. If you're not ready to execute, you can't be swimming next to the whales because they execute all the time. And eventually, if you're not doing anything, you're going to get upset. You're going to say, I'm not doing anything with all this knowledge and all these opportunities that I have. Or you are, and you're successful and you're doing well at it. So if you have a deal that you want to execute, if you have a purchase, a loan, a business that you want to sell, did you know that in the next 5 years, there's going to be the largest transfer of businesses ever? Mostly because baby boomers, for the most part, don't want to work anymore. Do you blame them? I mean, I've been, rollerblading, riding bikes since my 30s because I was lucky enough to say, okay, I got here. Now I'm going to enjoy it. So, who out there wants to potentially buy a business? Reach out to us. Who out there has an opportunity that they want to do something with, but it's too big for you. It's a $15 million shopping center. You don't want to get the loan for that shopping center and be the sole owner for that shopping center? Or do you? It's up to you. Call me up, Ben Soifer. I'm always going to give you my honest opinion. I'm always going to tell you what you should do and what I see is best for you and your family in order to achieve your goals. You've heard the one statement that I love out of the movie Jerry Maguire, which is show me the money, right? You've heard that one. I think I said it before. Here's the second one that I love out of that movie, which is you complete me. Romantic movie. And we here at Money Management, we have a mission. Our mission is to complete your financial quest, which you're looking to achieve, whether you're looking to be doing more with your foundation efforts, with your giving efforts to a nonprofit. We have Financial Freedom for All, a 501c3 nonprofit that we would love to have active members join us. So reach out, call me, send a message. Or if you're looking to accomplish a deal, if you're looking to do something with a purchase that you're looking to finalize, a 1031 exchange, if you're looking to potentially do something with the property that you inherited and you're not sure quite how to handle it, reach out to us. That's what we're here for. And we'll recommend what to do with it. And you can also go to our website, moneymanagement.today, and see some more information about different deals that we've done and how we can potentially complement you and complete you. Having said that, I want to really talk about the mental shift, the psychology that's needed for investors, for long term financial freedom seekers to achieve their goal. And I talk a lot about that, that psychology in the book, A Manual for the Ultimate Real Estate Investor, where I go over the different spaces of real estate that we can invest in. And finally, a fund or a REIT, which is where you're a completely limited partner and, you're able to really utilize the benefits of a proficient, transparent team getting you your Quan, getting you what you need so you can be financially free. Making that shift is something that you have to work on. It's something that you have to really manifest. If we don't have it in our minds that we want to be able to do what we want to do at a certain point in our life, it will never happen. It doesn't just show up. Not too many people just randomly win the lottery ticket. And I know that a lot of them, they're not successful. A lot of the lottery winners, unfortunately, it's almost like it's a curse, so you really got to work for it. That's the point that I'm trying to make. Manifest daily. Another amazing book that I recommend for you all to read is The Universe Has Your Back. Remember, as long as you're thinking about the loved ones around you that really want the same that you want and are pushing that energy to happen, that's what's really going to help you understand daily that the universe has your back. Now, you've heard me speak a lot about, Jim Cramer and Mad Money. And I said that it's really, really important that we take away from Jim Cramer the fact that the guy was able to somehow, putting money away towards a savings account while he's homeless, living in his car. Incredible. And he saved up money to go to Harvard, and then he became a wealth manager. It's such an incredible story. I just love his energy. And what we're going to provide you with Swimming with Whales is the same type of energy. So you're going to be able to know what's a buy, what's not a buy, what's a realistic story, and what's not a realistic story. I'm going to call them out. I'm going to tell you all the red flags that I see. So that way you can be driving your car, you could be watching me, listening to me, and not have to do the same work that I'm doing to get you those red flags. That's what I've done for many years. I've looked at all my partners and investors all around me, and I learned from their red flags. And I was able to joint venture on some of those deals, and we did tremendously well. And later on, with that knowledge, I was able to move on and do more deals. So that's what it's all about. It's taking the knowledge and really making it yours and doing something with it. That's what swimming with whales is all about. It's making sure that we're implementing and executing all the time. There's something that I wanted to share with you, something that I used to, you know, play a mind game with myself earlier in my career is, kind of saying, okay, Ben, you come back, you don't have anything in your savings. What do you do? How do you start out? I'd like for you to try to do that. It doesn't matter what age you are as a listener, where you are in your financial freedom quest, whether you're 30, 40, 50, you should always think, what's plan B? What's plan C? What can I do? What are the options? Thinking like that will allow you to look at the possibilities. And at that point, you might want to change some of your existing options because, again, you now brought up these possibilities to surface. So that's something that I really urge you as you listen to me and watch the show and watch how we do business is implementation. Make sure that you're asking yourself, what can you do? Secondly, is the individual, the company that you're doing business with, are they responsive? That's huge. Responsiveness has become a big, big problem, especially in the last 20 years since the internet came around. Email communication, text communication, there's a lot of firewalls. So it's really important that whoever's managing your money, whoever's your general partner, you should be able to get a hold of them. You should be able to receive all the information that you need at a reasonable time. It's crazy to me, that some operations don't provide the needed due diligence materials to their own investors. It's absolutely crazy. So make sure you demand it, make sure you look for it, and more importantly, always think, what would I do next? What should I be investing in now? So let me tell you what we're doing. Money management is looking to scale up. We've been in operations now for 4 years, and we're looking for properties around Texas, Florida, the Sunbelt states that are larger than $2.5 million and as big as potentially $20 million or more. So if you've got a property like that, definitely reach out. We're looking for anchored properties. It could be grocery anchored. It could be different, like a Harbor Freight type of an anchor. But we like anchored centers. In addition to that, we also have a phenomenal scaling up golf operator who's looking for locations to open up. So if you have a center, if you have a plaza and you have available vacancy, reach out to us. If there are not too many golf simulators around you, they might want to open up in your location. So again, give me a call or send a message. Make sure that you're dealing with only responsive people and look for transparency. Thanks for watching. Make sure you're always keen on getting the most out of your capital. No need to be crazy, mad money like Jim Cramer, but we can be mad about getting our money. And then we smile because we achieve financial freedom. That's what it's all about. Our quest is to be able to be a value add for you, the listener, you, the viewer. I hope I hear from you, and keep watching Swimming with Whales with Ben Soifer.